Hello, and welcome to another RANGROO cast to me, RANGROO. And today we are going to be doing another 1v1 for a walk through the Valley of Death. So let's introduce our two competitors for today. In the southern side, playing as the United States Army, we got ourselves a Boomer. And up top in the red, playing as Chimera, we got ourselves RTN Alexander. RTN Alexander going to be going for two oil refineries on the same oil field. While Boomer just going for one right now, but it is doing two barracks off the start. Probably try to capture the banks very early on. And as usual, let's just rush the early game because nothing too interesting happens. And RTN Alexander just building some crosses, and I believe, yeah, he probably has a machine gun upgrade, or he wouldn't be doing this push. And he's going to be doing some sort of early game rush with the crosses. Which round it might work. Probably kill some of the infantry guys, but once again, he got a few javelins, and there goes run. Yeah, that's doing a pretty decent job, and he's keeping on moving up again. Very aggressive. But when these guys do explode, actually, that big explosion kills infantry. So his best bet is probably just to hug him, and he's just camping the barracks, forcing Boomer to get an MG nest. And surprisingly, this is a very, very effective early game tactic. But there comes a machine gun nest. The crosses do a decent job at, doing some damage to it. And the second one's going to be built up. And just by having the crosses on the base, he's really stopping Boomer from spending money, pressing him up a little bit. Buys Alexander a bit of breathing room. And he's going to use that breathing room to get himself a spear vehicle bay. But still, he hasn't even collected any aluminium yet. And Boomer's still going to be going for the side banks. Yeah, he actually already has people in the right hand run. So get some people on the left. Alexander going to be getting the Puma. And Boomer just getting a lot of refineries around his base. And Alexander finally got his aluminium. Speed things up a bit more. Boomer going for another barracks. He's definitely going very infantry heavy this map, and that could work. There's a lot of buildings for him to work around, and as infantry you really need to use those buildings if you want to win. And the Javelin paired in with Stingers pretty much make you an anti-tank, anti-air base. And yeah, a little bit of a skirmish going on the left hand side. The Felons trying to take over the bank, and that's exactly what they do. Managing to completely clear it. Yeah, he had help. Yeah, he had help of the SAS. That's right. Those snipers are definitely powerful buggers in the right hands. But Boomer doesn't matter. He's still got a bunch of infantry on the right hand side. And he's going to be attacking with this? Yes, he is going to be attacking with his token force. Probably trying to harass the enemy oil refineries. And we have a swarm of infantry moving up on the right hand. That's a lot of dudes. Even got a few mortar guys just in case. But Alexander has a lot of these Pumas, and well, Pumas are pretty good at killing infantry with that 30mm cannon. So this could be difficult to deal with. The Javelins, if he can, you know, place them in good ambush spots, you can get a few hits from them. That's really about it. Alexander just going to be moving his force most likely through the middle. Just right into the heart of the enemy base. It's pretty much open. Does he have the turret upgrade on the MG nest? No, he does not. So not much AT capability. Got a logistical centre. Upgrading his refineries and another barracks. Definitely going infantry heavy, Mr. Boom. He's getting himself some Delta sniper. Not Delta snipers. Just snipers. Delta Force and snipers are two completely different units. Does have a few javelin guys in the bank, and okay, he has a lot of I believe, yeah, those are javelins in the bank and in the building. So if he does go down the middle, he's going to be taking a swarm of AT fire. Boomer moving the snipers on the left hand, and Alexander hasn't even got his stuff and hasn't got his infantry inside the bank. What is he doing? He's just leaving them outside in the cold weather. The bank probably has central heating. And Boomer moving his force along the right hand. Got quite a few mortar guys, probably try and pound down some refineries with the help of the javelins. And it's most likely force Alexander to fall back for now and deal with his force. Actually, no, he actually has a bunch of Pumas over here ready to kick some butt. And the mortars are going to be firing. And as you see, they do a fairly decent amount of damage to the refinery. But here comes the Pumas, and once they get close and the cannons start roaring up, the infantry just die. And Mr. Boomer's infantry strategy, even though it kind of works, you have to put them in buildings. You can't be aggressive infantry unless you have ground vehicles to support them, or really using infantry to support your ground vehicles. So right now he can control the right hand side and left hand side and hold these places fairly easily. Just put infantry in all the bloody buildings. But to actually be aggressive in them, that's hard, especially as USA. With Chimera, you can at least have exo soldiers, and they move like bloody Sonic. And they're good to, you know, harass enemy lines, and that's a pretty good supporting force for your main assault. But when you just have infantry, it's very hard to deal with, or very hard to really attack. And here we got some exo soldiers with said super speed upgrade, and they're just gonna go over the top. And as you can see, they just ripe the floor, completely ripe the floor. Except for when javelins hit them, that's usually bad. But he's just gonna move right on up. Then you see the Javelins, they have fantastic range. That's what makes them such a good unit. Because you've got a nice powerful ATGM for like 300 points. But you can't exactly attack with him by yourself. I just received Rutsy Exos into the building, just try and cap it ASAP. And that looks like exactly what he's doing. Gonna be storming the bank like a Payday 2 heist. But is he gonna survive? Oh no, his exo soldiers are getting shredded. The Marines just eating him up. Does he have the machine gun upgrade for the Marines? Actually, would like to see a Marine first off. No idea. Can't actually check in the buildings and I can't see what the research makes it a little bit hard to see what they got. Boomer's going to be moving along the left hand side this time with a few Delta guys and more Javelins. Trying to put the pressure on, but we've got exo soldiers moving along the right hand. Just trying to clear the infantry. Those Marines are a tough nut to crack when you try and get in the same building as them. Especially the hellfire of Javelins. Alexander's best bet is probably get a few rhinos and just pound these guys from afar. And when he can, well, get the Bertino. It's one of the best ways to really deal with infantry and buildings is the Bertino. And rhinos are pretty decent at as well. They can just destroy buildings in just a few shots. And Alexander, he knows that the enemy, he doesn't have any heavy armor, so he doesn't need to rush too hard on, you know, the Terminators. He's sticking with his Terminator Puma force, mainly anti-infantry. Hasn't even got the AT upgrade for him because he doesn't even need it. We've got the Pumas over in the left hand side trying to attack, and as you can see, with a few well placed defences and our Javelins on the standby, they definitely kick butt. And you can see just with all these Javelins, it's scary. Absolutely scary. Slow moving anti-tank force. Got some exo soldiers on the right hand side and they're just getting pounded by Javelins. Seems like Boomer's strategy's starting to work. Just spam Javelins till your opponent gives up. They definitely have some tremendous range, and he's going to try and deal with the infantry in the right hand. On the left hand side, I apologise. Again, his Terminators to engage this round. You see the Terminators, they do a lot of damage against infantry. And they can shoot down the missiles as well, which is a big plus. And if he could get the grenade launcher upgrade, that would definitely help him. Yeah, grenade launcher Terminators are damn scary to infantry. Causes Javelin to keep their night light on at night. And here comes the Boomers. Boomers Javelin, that is. Just a slow walk of guys carrying giant red dumbbells as they move down the ramp. And here we go. Oh, jeez Louise. Yeah. Now here they come. Here they come. Sorry about the bad camera. And oh my word. Just all those Javelins, they're just one-shotting tanks. Just need to get a few more Terminators. Doesn't he have time to engage the infantry? He's just trying to kill all the missiles that are getting hit. He did manage to kill a nice Rolf over here. Now I just want to say, he could easily counter us with just one building, and that's the helipad. A few Tigras, and this would all be over. Or it'd force Boomer to start buying Stingers as well. With just a few Tigras here, and he's safe. He can just mop up the entire map. Or heck, even a few neutron bombing runs would work. Just need to get himself some air power and he could definitely kick some butt. Let's see his economy real fast.
Stealth enemy detected.
Alexander spends a lot of money. He's trying to get his Terminators up. And he's used up a lot of his refineries. He's having to start expanding along the right hand side, but his Javelins are making it very difficult.
Unit lost.
And Boomer, yeah, he's got pretty good map control with just infantry. Seems like what he's just trying to do is bleed out his opponent. just try and just hold both flanks, hold them for as long as you can. And when your opponent expands, you stop him and then they have nothing in the main base. And Terminators are moving up, but I don't think... They're barely getting through this Javelin hellstorm. I mean, just look. It's like goddamn 4th of July. So many goddamn fireworks. Javelins, yeah, Javelins are good. I said that before, but Javelins are really good. Even if you just load like 8 into Striker ICV and use it as your main force. You know, just you get to the enemy tanks, you unload the Javelins. If they die, so what? They're 300 points each. But that's like 8 extra ATGM missiles out, which is a wreck face on enemy armor. So if you play USA, get Javelins. I hope this is a hope this is an inspirational video to do such tactic. So you got some infantry moving left hand side. I don't know why it's sewn up with right markers. That's a odd glitch. Kind of have to paint them myself. And oh my god, Boomer has actually got tanks. What monstrosity is this? He's got 4 Abrams moving along the centre. And he's going to get right to the heart of the base. Right when Alexander doesn't really have anything to stop this. He's got the crossers, but that's really it. Water's pounding. And this is gonna be a good game to Boomer. There we go. And damn, was an interesting strategy for the United States. Infantry heavy, it worked. I will admit, it worked. I didn't expect him to win, to be entirely honest. But damn, that's definitely how you do it. You just get map control. You control both sides on that map, you know, just gather all the infantry, put them in the town, spam Javelins, and then once your opponent runs out of money in his, you know, main base, he can't expand, you go in for the kill. Easy peasy, just outstarve the enemy. Now Alexander, he could have done a few things differently. I mean, he just spammed tanks against Javelins, which Terminators do kind of work, but you need to have a big group of them just so you can shoot down all the bloody missiles. I'm just saying this again, if he just got a few Tigers, or a few Tigers, I mean, they would have just completely stopped everything. Because they are so good against infantry, the rockets and cannons, and, you know, Boomer didn't have any AA whatsoever. Few helicopters would have mopped up all the Javelins easy peasy, like, and then he could have just rent into the main base. But yeah, an interesting strategy, it bloody worked, and if it works, it's a pretty good strategy, I guess. So wow, this has been another RANGROO cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.